Saturday, June 10th, 2023. It's about 8:15, 8:20 p.m. Central Standard Time. Don't know actually if we're gonna have a live today. Got Jersey today, and she is fighting her sleep, so she is not in the best spirits right now. So I don't know. So I came on here to see what you guys were up to. I don't even have my sewing machine on. I do not have it oiled. Yeah, it's been one of those days. So let me see what you guys are up to. Let me see how far back the chat will let me go. So thank you, Darcy. Oops. Thank you, Darcy, for getting the information out about hitting the thumbs up. I appreciate that. Let me go to the bottom and make sure nobody is saying they can't hear me. Hold on. Okay. Let me see if I see. Yeah. Okay. So we got Bo and Beth here saying, hey, hey, hey. Hey, Bo Ann. Welcome to the channel. I don't remember your name on the live chat, so welcome. Kathleen's here. Kathleen Champ. Rochelle Sears. Melody Kiefer. Lana Dean. Beverly Akins. Nikki B. Maddie Barnum. Denise Sopatch 33. Bessie Layton. Brenda Foley. Zandra Elaine Doucette. Let's see. Janice Miller. Carla Ford's here. So she's working on her Boho hard tonight. Yay! Remo JS saying good evening, Miss T and Quilters. Thumbs ups and subscribe. You will have a wonderful time and education from an educator. Dee Dee Hansen here from Michigan. Yeah, Rochelle saying Miss Jersey hanging out with Grandma today. Yeah, I was with them earlier today. We this was our day. We had planned to go across town to go to Ted Drew's and get frozen custard. We wanted to see what she would do if we put some in her mouth, or just just a little bit of melted custard. And she actually, some things that she don't like, she like frowns up, sometimes will cry, but she didn't frown up, but she didn't open her mouth for more either. So it was a weird taste for her. I told her it gotta taste better than that milk. Damali J is here. Hello, Teaquilts. It's the joy. Babies have their ups and downs. We've all been there. Take your time, Miss T. We'll talk among ourselves. So thank you, ma'am. And my husband is sitting with her now. I got her in the quiet, and she likes Gracie's Corner birthday song. So I got it playing. Oh, told him to just keep playing it over and over. I tried baby sounds like, noise, water. She wasn't having any of that. Colicky sounds, she wasn't having any of that. So at least she calmed down with the Gracie's music in the background, and she's trying to go to sleep. But when you can't feed them, you've already changed them, you holding them, they're still crying, there's not much else you can do but just wait it out. So gotta have patience. Pearl Medina's here. Diane McCoy. Let's see. Kenna Show saying hi, everyone. Joe Carmel Perkins saying hey, Miss T and everybody. Jean Green's here. Carrie Richard. Wilma Smith. She's in Olivet, Missouri. Hello, welcome. You're close to Jackman's. Judy Hebert working on a 3-yard quilt, so that's good. Thanks, Carla, for making my sound, giving me my sound check. Janine Sutter, Sharon Lewis, Elizabeth Leslie saying hello from New Zealand. First time catching one of your lives. Well, thank you for commenting and welcome to the live chat. Appreciate that. Got Kathleen Champ already, Patricia Priest, Sharon Lewis, Becky Limeball saying hello. Welcome also to the channel, Becky. I don't remember your name. Jason Lewis here. Evening, Miss T and all Teaquilters. Say woo woo, it's your birthday. That's right. Because that's what we playing over and over on repeat, trying to see if we can get her to go to sleep. Tiffany of Tiffany's Quilting Life is here. Becky talking about happy birthday. Right. It's not any birthdays yet. That's all we're playing. T, I used to sing lightly while rocking my girls. Peace, wonderful peace. If nothing else, it helped me to be calm. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're holding her, singing to her, rocking to her, rocking, any of that. She just ain't having it. When it's time for her to go to sleep, it's like she fight her sleep so bad. Especially, I think, when she knows her mom isn't, that she's not with her mom. I think it's worse for me. And she does great all day. And then at night, it's like all hell break loose. It's like she is just not having it. And then she'll be up when her mom's not around, I don't know, to about 10, 11 or so. And then the child will sleep clear through to 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning. So she catches it back up, but she is something else. Bonita Nance is here saying, hey, Miss T and everyone, just got back from Charleston, South Carolina. That's where my cousin lives. That's pretty cool. Hope you had a good trip. Okay, so I don't have anything else there. I did get one package in the mail, and I was kind of surprised, thinking that maybe I sent something that gets returned, but that was not it. It is a package from Paula Sherman saying on 5/6. And it's so weird that it took this long to get to me, June 7th. Oh, it was postmarked June 7th. She just wrote it on 5/6. She says, hello, T. I found these fabric pieces at a craft fair. Tie-dye pieces was done by an elderly lady in her home. Just thought you might like them, Paula Sherman. So that was really nice of her. It was a surprise package. I normally don't open them, but I opened it because I thought it was something that had come back. Let me see. Audio is a little muffled. Hold on. That was from Kevin. I do have it pretty close to me, so is it still muffled? Just put it in the chat, Kevin, because I'm not going to go back out here. I don't have my other phone because Jersey has it. I understand that my youngest just wanted to be alone in her bed on those days. Like, leave me alone. Yep. Vivian Calvi is here. Sounds way better. Okay, thank you. Sometimes, like, I have two different connections, and maybe sometimes one isn't in all the way with me moving it forward and back. I got you all up close just because I didn't know if I was even going to be here long. Thank you, Kevin and Kathleen, about the sound. The Molly says cute earrings. Thank you. These are the earrings. I forget the name of the lady company, but the one I told you all that I bought earrings from her in at the major quilt shows like Houston, Paducah. Um, I had bought a pair last year, hadn't even worn them, so I wore them to the show. And then if I wear them, then I can buy some other ones from her. So I ended up buying these this year. And I guess now that I've worn these, now that I'm starting to wear them, you know, they when you spend a little money for some earrings, and these are not even real jewelry. I think they were about $35, $40. They're clay, but she's exceptional with clay. She's really a clay expert. So I don't mind paying for people's talent. But I said you can't buy anything if you don't wear them. So what did I do? I wore them to the show. Thank you, Jean. And the song is still going, okay? So this is the fabric. I'm going to show you this one because the other one's rainbow. But this one right here, I think she didn't make. It's just a piece of fabric from Karen Combs from Blank Quilting. I'll show you this one. But it's got like 4 different shades of orange on it. Right here. Very pretty. So I have to find a quilt block or something to make that has a lot of shades of orange. Maybe I'll incorporate something into the next block of the month. And then this one is the one that is hand dyed. Rainbow colors is just gorgeous. So that's one side. Here's the other. Just beautiful dyeing here. I'm going to turn it out so you can see the other sides. Because when you're hand dyeing stuff, it looks different in every spot. So right here, very pretty. So again, these were sent by Paula Sherman. Just a quick little gift. I opened it because I didn't even know what it was. So I'll just, since this is so close to me announcing the birthday stuff, I'll just put it to the side and give her credit for that. So yeah, people are saying, oh cool, like 4 fabrics in one. Yes, it's like you already got your shades, your different values already. Now that rainbow fabric right there has Miss T's name written all over it. That is so nice of Paula. Yes, that was really sweet. And to be somewhere and think of me when you see a piece of fabric, it's just awesome. So thank you, thank you. Jason says they were slinging some fabric. All of the boutiques are 40% off, so that's cool. I did go into the store on Friday, I guess, because I went 3 times this week to that store in the past week. And I did get my fabric. Margaret Hassler is here. I don't know if I said her name. Hi, Margaret. Welcome to the chat. Marita's Yarns and Crafts saying holla. Hello and welcome. So, we're supposed to be working on these blocks here. I guess I can move you all back. Right now, she's quiet. I don't know if my husband's keeping her quiet or if she's calming down. I still got my stuff in here from Wednesday, but let me move you all back. You're going to get jostled around a bit. I won't worry about oil in the machine today. We'll see what we can do without it. It's going to be one of those days. I don't even know. Like I said, I haven't oiled. I don't know where my thread levels are. We're just going to go with it today. Hey, T. Roberts. So let me move you guys back. So hold on a minute. I felt like I have a loose cord somewhere. Hold on. Whoa. You're lopsided. Hold on. The struggle is real right now, okay? Goodness gracious. Just trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. So, I haven't even moved these blocks, but this is what we're currently working on. This is our project. I did not upload. I kept forgetting to change the thumbnail. I need to change it back to this thumbnail so that everybody is on the same page, but I'll do that after it goes live, I guess. I started to come change it. I'm like, why change it now? Because you don't even know if you're going to be sewing. Messing around with Miss Jersey. That's how it is sometimes. All right, so I got what's called chisel units like this with multiple prints. And then I have chisel units like this that are all the same. And this one over here, I'm just going to turn it upside down. Wait a minute. Yeah. And then it's going to be like this. This is how the unit's going to be. So I'm just going to sew these together. There's nothing to match. I haven't sewed on this machine. I sewed some bias binding together and that was it. So I haven't sewed on here since. So we'll see what we come up with. And see how long my husband can put up with the grandbaby. Because she's persistent. She's a little stubborn about not going to sleep. She fights it. I just think it's weird that I think she already knows that her mom is I'm just getting some out so I can move some over. I think she knows that her mom is in here, but I don't know how she know that already. But I feel like she does. Just to get that ready too. Get the first heat up. Thank you, Maddie, saying that block looks so pretty. So Love is here. Welcome. Rochelle says she's working on a quilt with the blocks from the underground for June 13th. It's Miss Jersey teething. It doesn't seem like it right now, but I went ahead and gave her a little bit of Tylenol just in case. Like I said, she's fine all day. I've been with her all day. She not a peep out of her. And then when it's time to go to bed, she's cutting up. And she does this every time I watch her. So my daughter, I told her y'all haven't seen her in a minute because I told my daughter not to bring her on Saturdays because I got the live chats. Well, my daughter friend's celebrating a birthday and they got a party bus rental, stuff like that. And, it's not something that she planned or did. So, it's on Saturday. So every now and then I'm either going to have to cancel my Saturday lives or they may start a little late or not start at all. Sometimes that's just how it's going to be. I don't know. Things come up. I got a niece getting married and I'm like, If this child cutting up like this, I think I'm not going to even be able to go to the bridal shower or anything like that. I may be at home watching the baby because my daughter is the bridesmaid. I don't know, maid of honor. I don't know what you call them. And I don't know what you call them. Matron of honor. I don't know. Um, and so she's in control of everything. So it's like, I don't know. I'd rather be in the comfort of my home if I gotta be responsible. Especially if she start cutting up when it's her bedtime. So we'll see. I had a good day with her though. I came home. I didn't when I was with them earlier today. I had my daughter take her back home because I took me a little nap, so I was ready for it this time. At least I wasn't tired. I got to sleep a couple of hours, so I didn't get to do any work that I wanted to do. I dropped off quilts, picked up quilts. So I did that, but as far as working on anything in the house, nope. The whole day was taken. Um, T is asking, what's the Cash App info? It's Teaquilts. Just Teaquilts. Is she trying to go to sleep? My husband says she's sleeping now, so that's good. She is just struggling. You can't feed her nothing. You can't give her a passy. You can't hold her. You can't rock her. I mean, and she stays strong for a good hour or more. I just wasted milk because it only stays out an hour. She didn't even drink one iota of that milk. So I put her on her when she's crying really, really hard. She doesn't like to be on her belly, so I'll put her on her belly just so she can stop hard crying. And then that'll let her know that she on her stomach and she can't do that, and then she'll calm down a little bit. But she finally went to sleep. Probably don't heard happy birthday about 30 times by now, okay? I don't know if that's gonna be my favorite song, Kevin. I still like it. It's a cute song though. If I had to listen to a song over and over, I could listen to that one. At least it's not annoying. Becky is asking me what just took that out of here, but I don't know the number, but I use the chisel die, which finishes 3x6. I just took it out of here, so I'm sorry I don't have the number information. Also, if anybody wants to order anything from Accuquilt, I think today they're doing free shipping. I don't know how long it's gonna last. And please use my affiliate link in the bottom of any of my YouTube videos. You still get to use your discounts, use your points, and I just get credit for sending you to their site. But it's nice when you're only looking for one die if you don't have it to when they have free shipping. That's the time sometimes I will. Okay, so Gwen is sending me money for the sew along. That's the other thing. I have not done the video yet, but we're gonna be doing a sew along to on Sunday the 25th. I think the date is starting about 1:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, so 2:30 on the East Coast, and I guess it's like 11:30 on the West Coast. So I think with the time changes. So it's $25 per person. So I do see yours. I've had some people ask about it, but I haven't done the final email. This phone is not, like I said, my real phone is hooked up to Jersey is in there using it. So I don't have a phone that's actually hooked up to service to get like cash apps and things like that. I can get regular internet stuff. Let me see. Yeah. I'm just going to see if I get cash app through the internet. I really don't think so. It's saying it needs to be updated. We'll see. Okay, I'm just going to sew a few of these. Like I said, this is a scrappy project, so none of these go in any particular spot. So I just like to sew some of the pieces while I'm here, just so you all can see me putting some of it together instead of just chain piecing everything. Makes it so that it's not as boring, maybe. So this is one of my very simple quilt blocks to make. I'm calling it Friendship Chisels. For my YouTube channel, we call it something else in my scrap club. Okay. I'm trying to just see if it's going to let me open. If it asks me for a password or something, I'm going to be SOL. See, it says enter your phone number or email. I don't know none of that. It's on my real phone. So I'm just going to close out of here. So go back into YouTube. Kevin says our queen of scraps is a good mama and a GG. Yep. I try. I feel like my daughter was high maintenance. I had to have long suffering, me and my husband both, and we got through it. But when you haven't had kids around you in a long time, and then to get one that's high maintenance again, my daughter wasn't high maintenance in that she cried. She was high maintenance in that you couldn't leave her in a room by herself. If she didn't see you, she would act a fool. As soon as you walk back in, she stopped. She didn't have to be picked up. She didn't have to be rocked. None of that stuff. She just didn't like being alone. This one right here, it's when it's time to go to bed. She laughs and smiles at you all day long. She wakes up happy. And but when it's time to go to bed, it's like she know. I read book to her and everything. You do the whole bedtime routine, and she just not having it. Right now, I got her in a sack that has a little weight on the chest. Um, but it's not, like a weighted, like if you had a weighted blanket, it's just a little part that's weighted on the chest. So I put that on her, and then we just been singing. How's she doing, Ben? Say she's still asleep right now. I have a feeling she's gonna wake back up because she wouldn't eat. The last time she ate was at 4. And I tried feeding her before I came on the live because she normally eats every 3 to 4 hours. But she would not eat. She know what time it is. And she was not having it. She wouldn't eat. So she's gonna end up waking up before midnight for sure to eat. So I have a feeling she's not gonna be sleep long anyway. And then once she gets fed, I change her diaper again. Then she'll be knocked out till about 7 a.m. And then while she's sleeping, I'm going to be quilting. I'm going to be longworm quilting. So it's something else. Becky says, we love grandchildren and we understand. Well, thank you. Grandma duties take precedence over everything else. You're too funny, T. Yep, honey. You got to keep a good sense of humor. That's what grandmas are for, to love them, spoil them, and give them back to the kids. Right. Right. That's why I gave her back earlier, because I could have kept her because they was only gone about 3 hours. But I was like, no, that could be 2 hours. I could get a nap, honey. And I'm ready, because the last time she came over, I wasn't expecting her to be so fussy because I was tired. And I go, I'm going to take a nap too. When she go to bed, I'm going to go to bed early. Honey, she was up, okay? Wasn't having that. I'm just going to sew this next one and then take my stack off. My iron was about to cut off. I needed to just place it on something, move it. So this one I'm going to take off and Then we'll cut the rest of the stack, because I hate breaking my thread. All right, so we just sewed some of them. I know I got at least 11 blocks like this made up. And I probably got about 16 of the print pieces. So I just was sewing some last time. So whatever I sewed last time is what I have. I didn't sew anymore. And I'll figure out how big I want to make it. It's going to be more than 20 blocks for sure. I have 2 on the board from making one last week. Oh, they know when mom's left the building, laughing out loud. She's already figuring out what to do, so Nana lets her stay up late. That's funny, Kathleen. Lordy, 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 Miss T. All right, so I got these So Tight things still here. They plastic bags. Don't want that by the iron. So we need to move this out. This is only at 68. It'll last, but we may as well plug it in since it's here. Moving stuff out the way now. Oh yeah, I don't listen. I don't look at Barney. Hi, Santiago. All right, so we're going to. I do have got my little small strip stick. This is. Oh, I missed one. I missed one. I got my little small strip stick so I can press my seams open here and make sure that they get a good press. So tell me what you guys are working on. Some of you all did a couple, but not a whole lot of you. 3-yard quilt was one. I remember that one. And somebody else said something I remember earlier. Remember seeing. I don't remember what. Because my brain is discombobulated. Messing around with Miss Jersey. Oh my goodness. It's like, why you gotta make this difficult? Kevin says he worked on Boho Heart all today. My eyes are crossed now. Right. It'll be okay. Sandy T, I located my chisel die. What triangle goes with chisel? I think I'm confused. It just depends on the size of your chisel. So which chisel die are you using? I did have somebody ask me. Let me see if I answer Sandy's question first. Betsy says she's working on a charm pack quilt. Jean is still working on commission quilt, shadow box, and African fabrics. That's pretty cool. Maddie says I'm still on my boho heart. Yeah, make sure you all get your boho hearts done before my birthday, because the last drawing will be then. One of those Ginger thread snips are going to be one of the prizes. I bought 2, one of each kind. So one of those will be one of the prizes. So it'll be one more prize giving out for boho heart. It'll be some more stuff coming in, and then I'm also going to be giving out scrap bags as I just need to bag that stuff up, but I got a whole month yet for that. I'm not sure how many prizes I'm going to give away, but it's definitely going to be more than 2, more than 4. So what I was talking about before was the trip around the scrap basket that T just sent her payment for. I need to do a little quick video. I'm just not gonna do any editing to it so that I can show the quilt. It's $25 that you either Cash App, Zelle, or Venmo, or if you're gonna mail a check, you need to be getting it in the mail as soon as possible. It's a beginner friendly pattern and it's very easy. You're gonna be surprised at how simple it is, but you do need to sew accurate in order to sew this pattern. So you need to know your 1/4 inch seam. That's the only thing. It can make your life difficult when you don't know your 1/4 inch seam. I'm still waiting. Oh, Sandy's saying, is this it? Yeah. She says, it's the chisel die that I believe makes the 6.5 inch long. You know, it's a big one. It's a big one. Okay. So, and I'm asking you that because if you're buying cubes and you buy all 3 parts of the cube, the chisel comes in some of those. So that's why I'm asking you what size. You can buy the chisel die. It used to only be available 3x6 finish, which is the size that I'm using. I'm using it because I'm using African fabric. But they come in different sizes. So if you have an 8-inch cube, your chisel is 2x4 finished. If you have a 12-inch cube, your chisel would be finished 3x6. So if you're using 3x6 and you want to know which triangle to use, you're going to use your 3-inch finished half square triangle. 3-inch finished half square triangle. If you have it from the cube and you want to have it 2x4 finish, you're going to use your 2-inch finished half square triangle. So it just depends on the size. Janine's working on forest animal baby quilt. I bought a kit from Murray's when I went to Paducah show, so that's cool. I didn't see any. Well, I did see some kits, but I don't know. We went to Murray's first thing going in, and I just guess I wasn't ready for shopping after doing the driving. So I pulled up in there. We went and got breakfast. We went to Paducah, Hancock's of Paducah, and then we went to Murray's, and I'm like, I think I was kind of just tired. And then Hancock's of Paducah had some good bargains that were better than Murray's prices, so I think that was part of it too. Kevin says, trip around the scrap basket on Zoom, June 25th, $25. Please email Miss T at teaquilts.com. Thank you, Kevin. Dee Dee says, I'm working on a slow stitch fabric book using some hand dye fabric and some Japanese fabric and sashiko thread. So that sounds very interesting. Does it include other hand embroidery, like what different color of thread? I know sashiko thread comes in other colors too. I even got some rainbow thread of that I want to use one day. So Dee Dee always has pretty cool projects. Rochelle says she's working on the underground blocks. That's it for the quilt for Juneteenth. Okay, so that's cool. That's what she meant, because it said June something before. It had something else like June 13 or something up there. Okay, so Juneteenth. So that's cool. Sandy says, okay, no, the single chisel, you know, on the little square and the rectangle, the little square on the rectangle out myself. So work, so the 3-inch finished triangle. All right. Remo says, I'm mailing on Monday. And I don't have patterns put into the mail, so your pattern orders, I need to, maybe I'll do that tomorrow, sit down and get people's bills prepared. I've been doing more family stuff. Friday I had to go get my fabric, and then something else came. Oh, you know what, I've been having sinus headache. The air control, quality control is so bad. I've had 2 days of sinus headache, so I made sure that I took my medicine before time today so it wouldn't happen. Yesterday, I was on the computer trying to do bills for the quilts that I was dropping off today. I couldn't even see the screen. Remember when I was live Thursday and I told you all, I feel like everything was cloudy. I couldn't see. I felt weird. I couldn't pronounce any words at all. I normally can't pronounce certain words, but I couldn't pronounce hardly any words. I ended up getting off that live. I went outside and just took photos of the quilts that I was going to give back. And I had to rush back up in this house. I barely made it back in this house because by the time I had the sun hit my forehead, oh my God, I was in so much pain. So I was in bed Thursday. I went and got my fabric on Friday because I didn't want them to send it back or sell it to somebody else. And then other than that, I was back in the bed because the headache came right back. So it was weird. I don't have a photo of the project for June 25th. However, I did show it to you in the second part when I showed you the projects that I had at retreat. It was my retreat challenge for finishing a UFO. So I do have a quilt there. It's in the video. It's in the second part when I was showing videos out on my deck. I think the thumbnail is me in a red shirt with a Cardinals baseball visor cap. That's the video you want to look at if you want to see the project. I don't have any photos of it, but I just do plan to go back out at some point and just record really quick what the details are. And the only reason I'm not, it includes the PDF pattern as well. So you'll get the instructions there. And I'm going to say, starting by Wednesday for sure, I'm going to start sending out the PDF so you know what you need. It's very easy supplies too. So you'll know what you need to collect. Thank you, Tiffany. Says she's leaving, going to do some exercises. Thank you so much, Tiffany. Deborah Holloway says, good evening, tea and quilters. Hey, Deborah, welcome, welcome, welcome. Pastor Johnson here saying hi, tea and everyone. Rochelle says, are you getting any of that nasty smoke from Canada that is giving you a sinus headache? They came up on this week. It was bad in New York. They were talking about so many areas in the USA that had bad air quality control. And we just happened to be it until yesterday at 8 p.m. Was when the sun went down was when they were slating for it to end. Now, I didn't check today to see if it ended or not. I just made sure that I took some medicine because I definitely didn't want that. So I see you sent something, Benita. I can't see what's going on. All I'm getting is just notifications from CashApp on my watch. And that's because this phone, as I said, is not hooked up to my CashApp. But thank you. And I do have your order going out, getting ready to go out. And I haven't decided what the fee going to be for the Dresden Village yet. So I'm going to do a separate video for that one as well. I just got to figure out, it's going to be, I'm going to send your patterns. If you bought the patterns, I'm just going to charge you just for the pattern. Can't remember what the pattern price, $14 or $15. I'm just going to charge you just for the pattern, and then we'll square up on the fee for that later, because I still got to mail you your pattern to that anyway. So on the trip around the scrap basket, it's just going to be a PDF instructions. It's not going to be a pattern being mailed. So and when I send you your PDF pattern, I'll be sending you your link, and you'll have a number to tell me when you get ready to sign in. No, when you all get into the thing, you'll have a number. Then I'm just going to ask people their number to make sure that they're paid in the Zoom. So people don't just give the Zoom link to anybody. I'm going to make sure everybody in the link in the Zoom has paid, because I'm trying to keep it under 20 so it'll be easy for me to manage anyway. So um oh, so she's 7 miles. Jean is 7 miles from Effingham. And she's saying it's bad there too. Yeah, I saw where on the news where they were talking about it was bad almost in a whole lot of the areas of the USA. And I know they were talking really bad about New York. They showed pictures of New York's air quality. It was horrible. So it's kind of everywhere. And I think that has something to do with Canada too. Air here is good today, but it was bad during the week. Yeah. And that's what we had ours ended last night. So I'm thinking we had the same a system. And I do have an air purifier. I need to be running it more than I do. I stopped running it. I used to have it in my room with the long arm because of all the batting and fibers and stuff. And with the high speed sewing. I see you, Carla. Um, we got all of that type of stuff going on. Shannon Way, I see your Cash App. Benita, and then T. Okay, and I'm gonna clear those out. My watch is trying to tell me it's 2 hours to bedtime. Charge your battery. 2 hours to who bedtime? My watch, all of my systems devices are mad at me because they want me to go to bed like normal Americans do. And that's just not me. I go to bed at 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock, when I get there. It's like it's my bedtime. No, it's not. Not yet. All right, we got 2 more here I need to press. Sue says, oh, Susan T is here saying hi, T and all T quilters. So thank you. Thank you. Sue GSD saying 381 days until our glorious retreat. Yes, I've been working on that. The lady must still be taking days off for illness or something because she told me she had went to have some kind of surgery. I tried calling her on Friday because the contract she sent me um has some discrepancies in it, and I want to change that. Another thing that has changed is they're doing a 25% non-refundable deposit. So y'all know what that means. It's got to go to y'all too. So all of this stuff gets passed along. So that's one of the reasons why I did not want to send out official list of what things are doing. Also, it went up. That's another thing that happened. It increased from last year. And I haven't even contacted the bus place. I'm just going to add on an approximate amount for that and just call it a day because it's so early yet to schedule a bus. I want to schedule the bus around October. But yeah, so yeah, everything went up. So we'll be working with that as well. And then I had a question because they did snacks different this year. And so I need to know what's going on with snacks. Snacks used to be very expensive. And for some reason, it's just saying that snacks is 60 cents a person. And I'm like, are you for real? Are you saying you've gone from almost $4 per person twice a day to 60 cents a person? So I need clarification on if that's a typo or not because it looks very weird. All right, so now we're ready to sew these pieces together. So now I'm just going to take 2 of these. I don't care what the fabrics are. If I have one over here, I'm just going to rotate it 1/4 turn and the whole stack's going to be sewed like that. So let me show you where it's sewn together like that, the entire stack. So I just need to bring this over here, turn 1, and just sew. Just want to keep you all abreast of what I'm doing as I'm sewing. So I am working on retreat. I am ready to sign a contract. I just don't want to sign a contract because she's got my number screwed up. And if I sign that contract, I'm obligated for 25% of what she's got totaled up. Whereas if I get my numbers right, it's going to lower that down. I haven't even collected 25% of retreat. So this is definitely coming out of my pocket. So, initially coming out of my pocket until I get more payments in. So, I want to make sure that when I sign that contract that I'm not signing owing them more money because of the way she's got it worded on that contract. And then they're wanting 25% of that contract total. Well, get my number right and then I'll send you 25%. So she's charging me for 32 beds, but you only have 28 beds, and we're going to have 4 people that are going to be what's called commuters. So I need 28 beds, not 32, and I need commuters because the prices are different. With the price increase, with the Hyatt, we only had to pay $25 per person before to book. Now it's 25%. So that's a big difference in money. So a little bit different. I just want to make sure I'm not sending more money than I have to send when it's my own money. So, well, some of it is my money. So GSD says, sorry I'm late. Had to help hubby with lawn tractor. So that's fine. T, what do I need to do to be in the Boho Heart drawing? I need to put up a photo album for those that have all completed the entire quilt. Once I do that, I'll try to do that tomorrow or something. I need to download some photos from retreat onto my computer. And maybe I might have a picture there too of the quilt. Maybe I got a picture there. I don't know. Maybe I took one at retreat. But I need to then you need to upload your photo into that particular album. I am not going to go searching for every photo trying to find everybody's picture. It just makes it easier if people put them all in one place. So that's the only thing you need to do is just upload a photo of your completed quilt top in the Boho Heart group. And I'll try to remember to do some of this stuff tomorrow. I'll try to go out and remember to record. But I meant to do it Friday, but had a migraine, so I didn't do it. So Love says New York City was so much clearer today. I kept myself indoors until it cleared up. When I did finally go out, I put a mask on. That's, a lot of people are saying they want to have a burn the mask party, but every now and then it's a good idea to wear them. Now, I also have smoke as an allergy. When I go to my mom's house, I actually put on 2 masks. I put on one regular hospital style mask, and then I put on one of my cloth masks on top. It has helped with my allergies of smoke and stuff like that. So I do still use my mask. In Missouri, we don't have high numbers. So I've been going into stores and stuff like that. And I'm just staying away from like groups of people. I'm okay. We haven't had to wear masks, but I still think you need to keep some masks somewhere. So I agree with that. Darcy is reminding people to hit the thumbs up button. So thank you, Darcy. Thank you, T, saying her rent's paid. Rochelle says, T, I know how you feel. I used to work nights and now I have retired. My bedtime is my own time. Right, it's on my own. Right. Hey, Sheila Willis saying good evening, T and all quilters. Patricia says, does it have to be quilted? No, it just needs to be your quilt top. All 4 groups sewn together, and then all of those groups sewn into a quilt top. You don't have to have extra borders on there if you're planning on doing extra borders. You just need to have what the base pattern requirements are. You don't have to do anything special other than that. So it does not have to be quilted to qualify. Last person won. I think it was Don Cunningham. She was surprised at all the stuff she got. And then I had somebody that placed, when somebody placed like a really large Accuquilt order, like $3,000 order or something like that, because they bought the machine, they bought like a die kit and stuff like that. I also sent her a thank you packet and had some stuff for her. So she was surprised at her packet and saying thank you as well. So yep. I try to thank people that help me. It's not necessary, it's not required. Uh, I don't have to do that, but it's just something that I like to do. I am never in what I do to make money and take away from somebody else. Now, this thing is saying low battery up here. This thing is plugged in, saying low battery, and been plugged in all day. What are you doing? We're gonna lose power, guys. It's been plugged in all day. Maybe that cord wasn't plugged in right when you all said that the sound was muffled. So we may end up losing our streaming up here. It's been plugged in all day, plugged in wrong apparently. And when you look at it, you have no idea of knowing that. So I think I'm gonna have to get that one that I thought I was chain piecing, because I got an odd number down here. Very weird. Let me take that off. Yeah, I think when I plugged it in, Damali, when they said the sound was muffled, it was just getting plugged in at that point. And you always, when you're live, you use more power than you gain. And so that has popped up. So technically it's been uncharging. It wasn't charging the whole time. Sue says, I've been working on putting together a giveaway box for retreat. Got some goodies. So that's good. Yeah, Sue donated a lot. Last year was one of my donators. It was quite a few of you all that donated. I can't remember everybody's name. So, but it was quite a few of you all. But everybody at retreat know who donated, because I kept track of everything and put it into the welcome note. And then also when I gave out prizes, like I remember Miss Vivian made soap for everybody at retreat. I had a note when that prize went out. I gave it out at the dinner table, and I had little notes on stands telling people where it came from. And then I also had put it on the back of the soap that it was made and donated by Miss Vivian, so they know it didn't come from me. So yeah, I always try to make sure. Whoops. Knocked my pieces over. I always try to make sure when something is donated that I let people know where it come from, that it is not from Teaquilts, because you all are blessed by more than just me. It was a lot of people that blessed the Teaquilts retreat. I just knocked some stuff over. Okay. So all of these were sewn the same way. And I'm just going to press one open so I can show you one, and then we'll press the others. I don't know how much longer we're going to be on this live. So if I just disappear, y'all know my 9% is gone, okay? If I go out, I'll try to just come back on this phone here and just go straight into a live. It won't be anything on it. Let's see. Go all the way back up to this top. See if I can. Nope. Okay. Hi, Delia Castro Short. So I'm making these units here, and then all I have to do is keep making these, and then I'm just going to sew them in together in half. So I'm going to be sewing the chisel flat ends together. So it'll be another one down here like that, and then that's what's making the block. So it's a very simple block. I don't know why I left two of them on here. Oops, I'm knocking my pieces over again. I keep doing that. All right, we'll get it together eventually. So what else are people working on? Has everybody told me what they're working on? I want to move my scissors because I'm going to be needing those. My chisels are 3x6 finished. Thank you all so much for your patience today when I came in late or started the live late as well before we get kicked out of here. I appreciate you all's patience. You just can't control what's going to be happening. I already told my daughter, I tried telling her I don't want to babysit on Saturday nights, but I understand stuff come up. I'm trying to be flexible. And of course, she comes in here just as happy as a lark at 6 o'clock. And I'm trying to make sure I have her fed, trying to get her to bed and all of that. Honey, Miss Jersey just ain't having it. But right now she's asleep, and she's going to be back up in less than an hour because she's going to need to eat because she's so mad about going to sleep. She didn't want to eat, and she loved to eat. So, I appreciate your patience. So, I hate being late somewhere. So I really didn't want to have to type that in. I kept thinking maybe she'll go to sleep. She'll go to sleep. And then when she was trying to go to sleep and woke back up like 2 minutes later, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be late. So you all are really sweet. Remo says, show thumbs up and show your love. Step out and then back in. Subscribe. You will truly enjoy. So that's nice. Dorsey says, right now. Remo says she finished optional blocks and now group 4 of the boho heart. So that's good. So she's getting hers done. Trying to get some of them to get them done a little bit earlier. They're not due. They weren't due until July 31st or something like that. But I'm going to be having a drawing because of how my birthday is falling. So I'm going to just do the drawing all at the same time. Right now I'm working on planning my son's graduation party. Now that's fun. Fun. The best party I threw for myself was my retirement party, and then my 50th birthday. They were all at the same time. So I did both of them together, had a big family reunion type party. It had people from work, people from line dancing, people from out of town, my family. So that was fun. I love a nice party. I worked on trimming strip blocks I made when in Indy, so that's good. Patricia's working on a diamond double from Tucker's Quilting. Okay, so that's cool. Tucker's sewing and quilting. All right, still got 2 more. I thought I was done. I got 2 more. Sandy says, we appreciate you, Miss T. Well, thank you. So yeah, I'm still ordering. I'll probably be ordering some more stuff for door prizes. I ordered some stuff from Temu again because the stuff looked like it was pretty decent. So I ordered, went in there and ordered some other stuff to see what it looks like. So some of that stuff will be door prizes as well. And then, like I said, I'm gonna be adding in strings and um, mailing bags of strings because guess who got a whole lot of them? Yeah, I have a lot. How do you get in the birthday drawing? Just so people know, I'll be doing, I guess, a quick little a video eventually for that, just so everybody's on the same page. Send me at least a birthday card. That's all you got to do. Have you ever had somebody want something from you, but they never sent you even a birthday card? And you're wondering, why should I get them anything? Well, that's how I treat my birthday. Even to you Teaquilters, because I give to you all year anyway. So on my birthday, the requirement is you have to at least send me a minimum of a birthday card. And my mailing address is in the description of any video. Nothing else is required. And then I open all of that on my birthday live chat. Damali says, I'm working on my jelly roll. Just hearts down here covering up whatever the intro Borgello and have changed the layout twice. So many options. I can't see what's under the heart. All right, so we're now ready to just sew these halves together. Again, I'm just, it doesn't, when you use a lot of fabrics, you don't have to play around with, does this look good with that? It's all going to work out in the end. Only thing I'm going to do is because I am sewing, I got my seams pressed flat in the middle, I am going to put a pin in the middle. That's all. I'm not worried about whether the fabrics look good or not. I'm just sewing whatever I've touched together. I'm not trying to match anything. The more fabrics you use in your scrap quilt, the prettier it's going to be. And then I got one on the machine I need to get off. So let's start sewing so I can press this other one open. Take this pin out. Good night, Joe Carmel. Send Miss T a birthday card this year to be included in the drawing for some fabulous prizes. Send to Teajuana Mahone, P.O. Box 38 205, St. Louis Mo, 63138. Thank you, Kevin. Sandy says, I ordered a jelly roll of strips from Temu, 20 strips. I wasn't disappointed. Okay, I didn't order any fabric. I've been scared to order fabric, so that's interesting. That's good to know. Maybe I should go back in there and order some fabric for prizes. I wasn't sure. I've been just, I mean, I don't buy anything from Temu. I'm just ordering stuff because I know I can give it away for prizes anyway. So, but I didn't order. I'm still scared. I was still scared to order any fabric. So that's pretty interesting. Hey, Ray, how are you? All right. So let's go ahead and sew these blocks here. Again, if I disappear, you all know why. I don't know how many percent up there now. What time is it? It's not, well, I haven't been on here I've been on an hour. I've been on an hour. I dig your choices in color story. Yeah. I think people overthink it when you're making a scrap quilt, and it's just pick the piece up and go. If value isn't important at that point, just sew the pieces together. All right. Oh, I got one more. Thought this was I keep thinking my last one is my last one, and it's not. I do love, again, I love scrap quilts because as I'm looking at these, I know where I've used these fabrics in other projects. So it's bringing me memory. I remember I used the little broomstick fabric that I just sewed on the bag that I donated to Soho. Soho. When we made the little girl bags. And I made myself one too with the same material. So it's pretty cool. All right, we've sewn those. I'm gonna leave one on, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then that's 6. Pick up my pieces I dropped because they're mine. So I can get my next one off of here, the 6th block. Just gonna sew on something else. When I do come in here and sew, I really enjoy it. It's just that I got so many things to do. I can't come in here. I got so many quilt tops I need to quilt for myself. It's ridiculous. All right. So tomorrow I'll try to get up and see, well, depends on what time Jersey, if she stayed asleep, what time I get up. But tomorrow I'll try to get some recordings done for some things. Post into the Boho Heart book. I need to post the photos. Need to get photos off of my camera. If I got photos, I know I had some footage. So I need to do at least 2 things tomorrow. That's not quilt related. There were 40 strips for $10. That's what Sandy was trying to say from Temu. Okay. Now I'm having problems with the server. So So I don't know what came in there after that. And here's one of my recent blocks. Like I said, just random sewing things together. It's all going to work out in the end. So that's one. Good night, Miss Vivian. Uh-oh. Okay, it's letting me know I'm at 5% now. So good night, Miss Vivian. Thank you all. And just remember, I randomly sold these. So I know some of you are picky sewers. I'm showing you that you just let the fabric do the work. Just let the fabric do the work. So beautiful from Carla and Jean. Good night, Delia. She says, good night, T and everyone. Beautiful block. Thank you. And then Blackbird 22 is here saying, hello, T and Quilters. That's pretty. Thank you. Thank you. So, yeah, I am. Thank you, Sandy. So, yeah, and you can make these any size chisel you want. If you've got the Accuquilt die cutting system, be anything you want. Good night, Sue. She's got to work tomorrow. We're going to get kicked off of here. This iPad ain't playing over here. So I got two of them pressed. Now, normally I don't sit here and press in front of y'all. I guess I should show, huh? Another block. This block had a lot more black in the background, so it looks darker. Some of them look darker, some of them look brighter, depending on the fabrics that are used. Good night, Melody. People saying they good night before I get kicked off of my iPad. Oh my goodness. When I get off, I'm going to take my little interceptor for my mic out of there and make sure that it's plugged in so I don't have this issue come Wednesday, because I'm not even normally in here until I get ready to record. Then it's too late. Okay. This one, not as much black. Got some navy, but not as much black. A little bit brighter. So I was surprised that I picked the gray, but I actually liked the gray with the prints. It was weird. I'm not a person that goes to gray first. Thank you, Sharon. Saying the colors came out nice. Yes. And then this one is a little bit brighter. It's only got one darker piece, I think. And these are just the scraps that I have. I had scraps, and I just said, you know what? I'm just going to use these scraps until they're gone. But I keep making quilts. I got to contact my cousin, see if she really still want her brightly quilt. Because I was supposed to make her a brightly quilt last year. I didn't want to make two right in a row. So I was like, I sold her kit. So if she wants it, I need to recut her a brightly kit. So that probably will be our next sewing. Another brightly. This one's, I don't have this light on. That's why it's dark in here. I never did cut this light on. Right there. So I got 7 blocks made now. I know that's not enough. Need at least 20 as a minimum. Patricia says she loves the pattern, but she doesn't have Accuquilt. These are just rectangles. If you want to make this, I don't have patterns. So when I am not selling a pattern, I don't type up a pattern to give to people for free. So get your pencil, get your paper, so you don't have to come back and listen to this again. And hopefully we don't get cut off. If you want to make this block, you need 4 of your prints that are cut 3 1/2 by 6 1/2 rectangles. 4 prints, 3 1/2 by 6 1/2. On those prints, you're going to need half square triangles, but in order to get them, you're going to have to do a flip and sew corner. So that means you're going to be using squares. You're going to cut 4 gray. I'm using gray. 4 gray 3 1/2 inch squares. And then you're going to sew diagonally across the rectangles when you place them right sides together. You're going to do the exact same thing, but you're going to use gray and black. So you need gray 4 pieces, 3 1/2 by 6 1/2, and then 3 black squares that are cut 3 1/2. And you're just going to snowball the top part off. That's all this is. 4 pieces to a quarter, and then you have 4 quarters in a block, and then you're going to sew those 16 pieces together. You're just rotating it 1/4 turn. So very easy block to make. You don't have to have an Accuquilt die cutting system. What I love the Accuquilt die cutting system for is that it's fast cutting, especially when I'm cutting scraps. And then number 2 is that when I'm doing anything that has half square triangle with the dog ears, it eliminates all of the dog ears for me. I don't have to clip off the dog ears. So, but you can easily make this without having an Accuquilt die cutting system. 3 1/2 by 6 1/2 inch rectangles, 3 1/2 inch squares, and then you change your colors to anything that you want. I just picked because I had laid these out on my fabrics, my African fabric scraps. I laid them out on various fabrics, and I just happened to like the gray better, so that's why I used gray. Something is about to collapse over here. So very simple block to make. I like all those blocks, very pretty. Thank you, Patricia. I don't even know if I showed you all my favorite one. Did I show you all this one? Yeah, that's my favorite one because it's got one of my fabrics that I had an enjoyable. I did it. It was a charity purse that I made, so I'll never forget that. I love scrappy blocks. The blocks are pretty good. Pretty. Good night, Miss T and Miss Jersey. Good night, Rochelle. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Patricia. It's very simple block to do, but I do not, if I don't have a pattern because I'm just die cutting something, I tend not to go and just make a pattern, especially when it's something super simple, because I'm not going to sell it. I sell it to one person, and then who else is going to buy it? It's too much work. So I'll tell you what it is, and then you can get it from there. I don't mind doing that, but I'm not going to type anything out. I will answer any of those questions in my videos in the live chat. So if you're asking me that in the comment section about some pattern instructions, I'm not going to do that because I'm not going to be typing all of that out. It's a lot. But I will most definitely describe anything. I wish I would have given you an additional 25 today for the sew along. Betsy, we can square up later. Just send me an email telling me to add you to the sew along list when I send the patterns out. I'm going to see you every month. You're okay. And I think that's all I see. Oh, Patty says, good night, T and everyone. Good night, Patsy. I said Patty, Patsy. Good night. Thank you so much. Dolores says, hello, T and all quilters. Checking in late. I'm actually close to you. I'm in Nashville, Illinois. I did pay the rent, so that's nice. So do you live there, or are you just visiting, Dolores? Because I've gone through Nashville, Illinois for something. I forgot what I went for. Maybe something off of the Facebook Marketplace, knowing me, because I'll go get my stuff, okay? I will go get what I want to get. So I think I don't think I'm gonna sew any more pieces. I don't know. How many more do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 more blocks here to sew together. So I'll just keep those for the next sew along, and then I'll need to sew more of these pieces. I think I have enough of these pieces for 11, enough of these pieces for 16. So they're not matching up right now. But in the end, the quilt will match up. And I don't know if I'm going to be using some in the border or not. So we'll find all of that out later. So anybody else got any questions? Everybody understand how to make this without the Accuquilt? Just want to make sure. If you don't have it, I don't mind going over it again. So you don't have to watch the video yet until my last, what, probably 2% is up on the iPad. I'm on a roll today, guys. I actually had a great day. Long as I didn't have that migraine headache from sinuses, I was doing really good. And even when Jersey is fussy, I have the patience, because I know that this is not my kid every day. I have very good patience. I just look at her cry. I feel bad that I can't help her, but I have the patience to sit there and cry. I don't have to worry about causing any harm. I have very good patience when I know I'm on a time slot. So I said, "Ooh, Lord, I'm so glad that they don't give folks almost 60 years old babies." I'm glad there's a cutoff period, okay? Good night, Darcy. Thank you so much. She says she's got to get going. Thumbs up before you go. Her last reminder to you guys. So thank you so much. So I'm trying to think what else. I got to remember when I get off of here. I need tomorrow, because I can't do anything in the dark. I got to take video for the trip around the scrap basket sew along. That's what I got to do. That's the main thing. And then I need to upload a photo for the boho heart so people can put their photos in the correct folder. Oh, Dolores says she's just visiting Nashville, Illinois. She says she's on her way home in Olathe. Oh, Kansas, traveling from Florida. Okay, so that's cool. Florida is a long ride, and then she's got to come. It's a long ride from St. Louis, let alone got to go through the whole state of Missouri. That's another 4.5, 5 hours. So it depends on how you're going through. So yeah, that's a lot, girl. So we're going to go ahead and call it a night here. I know we're getting off early. I know that this iPad's going to crash, and I don't think it's necessary for us to come back. I do enjoy chatting with you all, but I still feel like I need to go check and make sure that Miss Jersey is okay. She's still asleep, but I know she's going to be waking up in a bit because she's going to be starving, because she hasn't eaten since 4. And so I do want to be available to her. I also need to fix me something to eat while she's hopefully still asleep. So I want to do all of that. So I will see you all. Be on the lookout for some real quick